Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft War Remastered. Today, going to be a 2v2 here on Troy, featuring Mong and Light versus Soulkey and Oregon. An incredible game here on Troy. It was originally submitted for the Sunday stream back in March of 2023, but I figure you haven't seen this unless you watched it live, and maybe 150 people saw this live back in March of 2023. So if you saw this, you probably forgot about it, as I did. But yeah, this is going to be a Patreon game. For those of you supporting me on patreon.com/FalconPaladin for at least $1 a month. Love ya all. And yeah, especially now since I'm unemployed. And maybe by the time the YouTube channel sees this, I will not be unemployed. We will see. We will see what the future holds. I'm trying to do a full-time casting career here while I'm applying for jobs, just to bring in a little bit more money. The first week was a rousing success. The second week, less so, but we will see if my audience will increase. And maybe it can work. So anyway, thank you for supporting me on patreon.com/FalconPaladin if you are watching this the week of October the 30th. And if you're watching this in November 2024 or later, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Consider supporting me on patreon.com/FalconPaladin or here on YouTube by clicking the join button down below. All right, so it's a 2v2, top versus bottom here on Troy. You know the gimmick of Troy by now, right? If these two assimilators are closed off, then this is effectively an island. You are closed off on an island here, and if you're on an island, your opponent can freely expand, and you will die. So keep a close eye out. Keep a close eye out for these assimilators at the front of your base here if you are ever finding yourself on Troy. All right, what's the play? What's the play going to be, folks? Double gate opening here from Soulkey playing Protoss, by the way. Piano's playing Terran. He's normally a Terran player. Mong's down here playing Zerg. I don't think I even mentioned that. And then it's a dark blue Protoss bottom left playing. It's Light. But you know what Light's Protoss is? Abjectly terrifying. He maybe played the best PvT I've ever seen anyone play against Flash on my channel 4 or 5 years ago. I will never forget Light Offracing as Protoss against Flash. I mean, come on. He just played Protoss to an utterly disgusting level. That's how talented these guys are, though, right? I feel like this is going to be an attempt by Mong and Light to go after these assimilators. I don't think you even necessarily want to get in there and kill anyone. Just go after the... Yes, just go after the assimilators. 2 more Zealots popping out here. The 2-gate coming into play here from Soulkey, who is, again, playing Toss hilariously. But, okay, big time battle is ensuing here. I think there are enough Zealots to at least keep the simulators alive, if nothing else. Mong's choosing to engage with the Lings a little bit, which I don't necessarily recommend with the numbers involved here. More Lings are coming in, though, so maybe you'll feel a little bit braver with that. Coming over... Nope, he was going to come to help, was Piano, but no. Not happening. Okay, fair enough, I guess. You're just going to sit there and watch your guy defend. He's got a lot of Zealots, though. Surprising number of Zealots, actually. Lings running all over the place here because they have the speed upgrade already. 1 base, Ling pressuring. Oh my god, are you playing a ZVZ, sir? What is this 1 base lair stuff? What are you doing? He's getting a Spire. He's playing this like it's a ZVZ. There is not an enemy Zerg on the other team, my friend. Oh my gosh, this one's going to die. Okay, 1 assimilator down. That's 50% to complete. Oh my good. Yeah, pulling the probes. It's a desperate situation here for Soulkey. He cannot afford to get locked in right now. No one ever can. What is going on down here? Probe scouting. He sees the 1-basing shenaniganry. Look at these fighting these probes. Mong's... Oh, come help, Mong, Zerglings. I guess he's coming home because a big marine attack from Piano is showing up. And proxy cannon? We are cannoning Mong right now. Oh, he got it, but he got the lock. He got the lock, dude. No gas. Everybody's stuck in here until we can get some gas. The probes are stuck outside too. Soulkey, no. Also, enough Lings do come in to wipe out this marine attack. Kind of surprised by that. Oh no, this is defensive cannons coming in from Light. I'm an idiot. These are blue blue is friendly to purple in this game, and the greens are on the same team. That helps a lot. But yeah, this is an RJB replay. Be sure to check him out at youtube.com/@RJB_TV. This is an incredible match. I do not remember this at all. I cast this on my live stream, I mean, like 2 years ago now, so obviously I don't have the greatest memory of stuff that long ago. But lights up here with Zealots. Are they going to try to do the same thing to Piano? So yeah, now your only option here... Oh my gosh, the worker count too. Your only option here now is to get gas, get a Robo, or get a Stargate. I guess Robo for shuttling purpose would be best. You could recall units out there if you went for an Arbiter Tribunal too, but that's a long way down the tech tree. I would honestly get a Robo here. I don't know why he's getting a Forge. He's worried about Mutas showing up. He did scout the Spire from Mong, who's again kind of trying to one-base Mutalisk play, which doesn't make any sense to me at all. Take your second base. Like, look, it's being covered by light. Take a second base, Mong. He has 2 Mutalisks. 2 of them. Les dos hermanos. I mean, I don't know if they're brothers. I guess they're brothers. All Zerg units are brothers or sisters or whatever their familial connections are, coming from the same hatcheries and the same Overmind. Yeah, so these cannons are because he knows Mutalisks are coming from Mong, and he's like, well, I don't have a Cyber Core. This game is dumb. Like, I cannot believe we're at 6.5 minutes, and Soulkey playing as Protoss doesn't have a Cyber Core yet, and he's locked into his main base, and he can't get out, and these probes can't get back in. I'm not even sure if the probes are still alive anymore. This one is. Just kidding. Totally dead. But yeah, Mong is playing this like it's a 1v1ZVZ, and it's hurting my head right now. Why would you do this? I still feel like these are bustable. I feel like these Lings, these Zealots... I don't know, it's not a lot of Zealots going on right now from Light. What's he doing? What else are we doing down here, Light? He's getting a Citadel of a Dune, so he's got a Cyber Core at least. Yeah, the Lings and Mutas thought about taking this down, but the Bunker and the Stim and the... It's not great. Piano's actually probably winning right now. Piano's at 50 supply. Next closest person's at 39 from Light on his 2 bases. Almost 2 bases. Finally, Mong decides, you know what? I probably should take a second gas as a Zerg player. It's probably something that would be a positive thing for me to aspire to right here. Yeah, he just, every time he tries to poke in here, you got a medic. Every time he tries to poke in here and get these assimilators, the Marines are like, no, bad, stop. We have Stim, we've got the range upgrade. We're mean, we're getting a plus, is that a +2? That's a +1 attack here. 2v2s are hectic, man. This is some crazy hectic stuff on Troy, and I could not be more here for it. Man, in case you haven't noticed, I am streaming 6 days a week here on this channel, also on twitch.tv/Falcon Paladin if you're a Twitch person. Soulkey's building a gateway. He's building some production facilities over here because he can't afford to produce off of them. But building gateways inside of his main is not really doing that much for him right now because he can't get out. Tell me he's getting a... He's got a Cyber Core. Tell me you're getting a Robo. Soulkey, you know how Protoss works. Just because you're a Zerg player doesn't mean you don't know how Protoss works. Yeah, Marine Medic, though. Ooh, a little bit of DT action. Dog Templar in the house. What are our scans looking like? Piano, good? Good, actually. Okay, like 5 kills there. This DT sneaking around. Oh, ooh, expanding up here with one of your exiled probes is pretty rad. I like that idea, but the probe just checks the base and runs away. Doesn't feel safe enough to expand up here. With the Mutas roaming around, I probably wouldn't either, but Piano is MVPing this game. 69 total supply, 1 base, 3 racks, a factory, and a starport from him. Getting a dropship. Might try dropping somewhere. Finally, Mong's second base is done. This is a very silly game. But it's Troy, folks. What else did we expect? Are these cannons dead? Killed both of these cannons. He's going to try to deny a +1 attack upgrade. The Mutas keep drifting into the cannons because that's what flying units do in StarCraft, is they drift. Slow Overlords doing what they do in StarCraft, move very slowly and get killed by Marines. Man, I cast an insane game between, who was it, Hyuk and Sharp the other day on the live stream. And, I mean, not to spoil too much, but it really came down to the fact that Hyuk had rallied a ton of Sloverlords out across the map by accident, and Sharp showed up and killed them all. Scans. Ooh, DT cannot escape the scan. So, don't put your Overlords in the middle of the map unless you're totally willing to die, like lose them all and die. Whew. Sometimes the smallest things can totally kill us in StarCraft. You know that. Okay, that's the sound of loading up. We're loading up. I don't know where the loading up is happening, but I definitely heard some loading up. I guess an unload over here. Trying to make sure this base is not taken by the Zerg player, at least not for the time being. Finally taking a second base is Piano 2. I mean, he's trying to mine out of his main, right? Yes. That mineral count is not healthy, nor is it, in fact, happy. Singularity charge finally coming in from Light. I feel like that upgrade should be coming a while ago too, but this has been chaos. I cannot believe that Soulkey got locked inside of his main. He still does not have a robo. No, he does, because he just made an observatory. Where is it? Over here? Ah, I made the robo over here. Sure, I guess. It's probably better protected against Mutalisks. These Mutos are kind of trying to cover this unload spot. Jump on it. Yeah, jump on it. Where are the Zerglings? Ah, couldn't jump on it fast enough. And Piano's about to murder Mong, folks. Here at 11 minutes. Not looking good at all for the purple Zerg player who's off racing from his normal Terran. And yeah, that's it. Spawning pool done. Everything's gone. I don't know how. Oh, is he trying to lock the door so he's got drop ships. You saw him drop in here. I don't know that locking this makes any sense for you, Mong. Mong is making some questionable decisions today that I do not approve of. I really, really don't. Yeah, that's it. Lair's gone. We're a one-basing Zerg once again, replacing the Spire. Not bothering to replace the spawning pool for reasons. And it looks like, Soulkey is going to try to expand to this 12 o'clock for a second base. As Light has pylon blocked his own natural, again, here at 12 minutes. This is a very, very unorthodox game, but it's a 2v2 on Troy. Like, did you expect anything different when you clicked on this? Probably not. Okay, these Marines are just kicking butt. Like, Piano is on fire. Piano is one of those players that doesn't quite... He tries to qualify for SSL, doesn't quite do it. He ends up playing in Castromuse's Star League, which is a great place to compete. There's a lot of great players there. But, like, he's defeating Light and Soulkey here. I mean, they're off racing, but again, Light's Protoss is terrifying, and that storm completely wiped out that group, which is why you don't keep going Marines when there's a Protoss on the field in any kind of a team situation. I guess where the enemy has a Protoss, right? If you have a Protoss on your team, you're probably okay. If the enemy doesn't. 6 o'clock base is taken very sneakily here by Mong. Can he hold it? It would be awesome if he could. These guys are stuck in here unless they get airlifted out, which is honestly not that hard. But yo, here we go. Soulkey winning a bit of a PvP battle here against Light's Protoss. Gotta love that. But most of Light's army's over. Don't go up this ramp. Don't go up this ramp. There's bunkers all over the place. You can't storm your way up that ramp because there's bunkers. Like, moving into... Yes, we're moving into mech. Tanks are on the way. Spider-Mine connection! See you later, Dragoons. Nobody likes your style. Irradiate getting researched here out of Piano. Seems like a good upgrade. You can irradiate the Mutas. You could irradiate some enemy High Templar if there happen to be any. I don't see any necessarily out here from Light yet, but, you know, you could... No, we had some earlier because... Oh, they're right here. Yes, there are. There definitely are some High Templar. They killed these Marines. Did this base get killed? No, he's upgrading it to a lair. Okay. Right. So, the Spire died. There is no tech for Mong here at all. He's going to have a lair and no spawning pool. So, I guess he's just going to make a Spire. Oh, it does have a spawning pool. I lied. It's over here. Got one. Why are these cannons not covered in creep? I don't know how that works with the creep sometimes. It's a bit confusing. Whoo-wee. This is fun. Well, 27 supply for Mong is not going to help his team very well, but Light's at 117 supply to kind of make up for it. 170 total supply for Team North here, though. I guess we're going to try to lock in these... try to lock these Marines in here, too. That's Mong's entire journey lately. Has been locking... locking Piano's Marines into places they don't want to be. Like these guys are... Look, they got airlifted. And they're here, and the Marines can't fight them. But Zealots and Sunkens sure can. There we go. Zealot guy. 1 kill, 2 kills. No, he's getting kills. No, there we go. He got a second one. They were stealing his kills for a minute, or stealing his kills for a minute, if that's what you're into. All right, man. So look, Soulkey's on 2 bases. He can't be hurting too bad. I mean, he's at 73 supply. He's got way more than Mong does after losing his entire main base to a single double dropship drop. Light trying to cover his buddy as much as he can while he tries to rebuild and expanding to the left side, but here comes more drop stuff. Actually, this is a terrible patch for this dropship, and it is going to die. I hope there wasn't anything in there. Maybe it was a scouting dropship, but that's why you have the scans as a Terran. Oh, tried to lock the doors here on this base. Nope, says this DT. Absolutely not. Let me walk into like 8 cannons, though, real quick. Hold on. He didn't die. He is still alive. Soulkey is working on the storm upgrade. This Dragoon should be dead, but we're not interested in killing him at all. Oh gosh, yeah, this is again. This is again why you don't go Marines when your enemy is a Protoss and they have some higher tech. Like Marines and Stim and Medics will destroy Dragoons and Zealots. But as soon as the Reavers start showing up, as soon as the High Templar start showing up, everything goes to pot, and your Marines die. So, I mean, we're still making Marines. Piano, stop making Marines, for the love of all that is holy. You know they're not good. You know they're not good against Protoss this late into the game. Like, I get you're trying to maybe deal with the Mutalisks, but, like, get some Goliaths then. Goliaths and Siege Tanks. It'll be fine. That's a fairly standard composition against Protoss, right? Am I crazy? Am I taking crazy pills here? So Light continuing to just kind of try to control the middle, try to cover attacks that might come down to the 6 o'clock base by Mong, which again, I'm not sure Team North knows about. I'm not sure that Team South knows about this base either. Mutas. Trying to snipe off Science Vessels, trying to snipe off enemy High Templar here too from Soulkey. Observe gets picked off. Nicely done. Observer wiped out there. So yeah, Light successfully. Do we assume this is dead? It doesn't burn down, so no. If it is not dead when we lost vision on it because that Dragoon died or moved on, it's not dead. It's actually regaining shields right now, not HP. But the shields are definitely coming back. Yeah, Light's doing a good job rotating around. Just, you know, keeping an eye on the enemy. Clearing out spider mines, maybe, if he can get close to that one. Couple Scourge out from Mong with his all-beloved 49 supply. Can he get some good connections on those Science Vessels? That's what he would like to know. All right, great storm there. Storms on both sides. The chaos is real. It's a PvT for the ages. The storms are blanketing Light's Dragoons, but he is holding on, taking some tank shots after you've eaten a ton of storm is not a good feel. That is a good sneaky Scourge. Takes down a Science Vessel. Doesn't waste the second one, but then totally wasted it by flying over Marines anyway. Dude, Archons are merging here on the middle of the map. Siege tanks say, what if you don't merge on the middle of the map and you actually die instead? So Light gets knocked down to 86 supply. Soulkey's at 73. Piano's at 60. Everybody felt like they had a good position to win that battle. And it looks like Team North did, but really only just barely, right? Mutas. Sniping Obs is cool. Sniping Tanks is also cool. You know, I mean, it's not exactly a full stack, is it? It's 5 Mutalisks here, folks. Cinco de Mutalisks. Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Biblioteca. I don't know, man. I don't speak Spanish. I just know some words. Oh, we're going to finish the mission we started forever ago. taking down this assimilator. Maybe we can. Oh, expanding down here too with Soulkey. Oh gosh. Are there enough mutas to fight these cannons? No, of course there aren't. What were you thinking? Is it dead yet? The Mutalisk went away and the shield regen caught back up for a second. That's embarrassing. I mean, you're doing 7 damage per shot on this thing. That's not bad at all. I mean, it's 9 base, but alright, so we're locked in. So this base is not attackable by ground, can be dropped. These are the options available to someone who wants to kill that base, and this is still here. Just kind of left it halfway unlocked, but not all the way unlocked. Or locked. However you want to look at it. Glass half full, glass half empty. Still not quite a full stack of mutas. The +1 flyer attack is nice, though. I'm not going to say no to that. Light, much of his APM is honestly just kind of running back and forth between these 2 points. There are 2 points of interest, right? The main base of his teammate, and this base, which is just outside of his mortal enemy's main, and could be vulnerable to, like, storm drops, or reaver drops, or scout harass. That's what these cannons are for, to prevent the scout harass. That's not really an option, though, is it? No, it's not. A bit of a calm falls over the battlefield. It is the calm before the storm, though, because that's a lot of tanks, a lot of Archons, Dragoons. Traditional Protoss army here. Mutas trying to make themselves useful immediately. There you go. Trying to dodge storms and snipe them HTs. Trying to split off against Irradiates. What is this? I have to play ZVP and ZVT at the same time. This is garbage. Says Mong. Who signed me up for this? Yeah, Archons covering your High Templar work pretty well. Because you have to get in Archon range to snipe a High Templar. The mutas are not interested in doing that. They're all stacked up. They're going to take a ton of splash damage from the Archons, and bad things are going to happen to them. So basically, Light and Piano are killing it. Mong and Soulkey are struggling along as well as they can. Oh, Muta harass over here causing issues too. All this stuff died. The Mutas did dive on these cannons eventually. And that is a horrendously bad time from Soulkey. Big, again, the Marine count is too heavy. I know you think you're playing against the Zerg right now, but you're really not. Ooh, good, beautiful snipe. Good control there from Mong on that High Templar. Oh, storm on the mutas. They stopped moving. That's a cardinal sin. You're going to catch a storm if you do that. Or at least an irradiate if you do that. Yeah, Mong's in trouble here. He cannot possibly hold this off without the help of Light, but it's kind of a 2v1 scenario here. The cannons are going to buy some time. They're going to kill a couple Marines, which is nice. This High Templar that's been defending this base for a while wipes out one of the siege tanks, and Light going to maybe do a bit of a flank attack here. Maybe coming from the top side. The tanks are all lined up in the wrong direction to really do anything about that. Actually, Light pulls back. Mong comes in to take down a pylon. His mortal enemy in this game is this one pylon. He can depower 2 gateways with it. There we go. Yeah, man, the man is just here for mass Mutalisk, and that's about it. Shuts down this base. I don't know how these Zealots got over here. I'm guessing a shuttle unloaded them. But yeah, completely shutting down Piano's second base. And only other source of income besides this natural, because the main base is mined out. So suddenly Piano's on 2 bases. Light's on a cajillion bases. I think Light might be just kind of single-handedly winning this thing. Obviously, the Mutalisks are supporting well. Mong's doing as well as he can, considering he lost his entire main. He's getting irradiated, though. Triple irradiated. Triple frontier. Snipe, 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 snipe. Ooh, gets a science vessel. Mong is contributing, okay? He's not just dead weight right now. Tanks continuing to fire up this high ground. Zealots providing that extra bit of vision that they need. Marines keep walking into cannons. I mean, no need to whittle down to that Zealot or that Marine count any more than you have to. But Light's maxed out. And as we all know, Light's Protoss is terrifying. So here it comes. Don't tell me I didn't warn you. Storm on the top side of tanks. They all die. Bottom level of tanks go down too. We have some Archon on Archon action here, but all the tanks are dead, and that means the Terran is dead, and all the gateway units are dead. And I think Light just crushed everyone's hopes from Team North of ever possibly winning this game. All the High Templar are gone. Soulkey's at 23 supply. Piano's at 50. GG. Soulkey taps out. Piano taps out. And let this be a lesson to all who may wonder who the best off-racing Protoss in the world is. It is obviously Light. Every time I see him off-race his Protoss, I'm like, how are you not winning ASLs or SSLs with your Protoss, man? It is... I feel like it's better than his Terran, which doesn't make any sense at all. But I guess it makes a little bit of sense. I am so lost by this. I am so lost by this whole thing. But good game. That was a ton of fun. Yeah, I think I remembered parts of it as I kept casting from the March 2023 experience of doing this live on stream during the Sunday stream. And now, again, there's a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday stream. It's a lot of streams, folks. You can tune into one, right? Anyway, yeah, I mean, it was just Piano thinking he was playing against a Zerg player alone. And he would have done so much better if he'd just gone Goliath Siege Tank. That's it. Get Charon boost. Get upgrades for your mech. You're going to do way better against this Protoss. You're going to do fine against the Mutas, which is all that Mong was doing. And you had a great early game, but you held on to those Marines way too long, and they kept getting stormed and murdered by Light. You should have seen that coming. But yeah, Light doing some good stuff. I actually want to know what happened to this base. So quick rewind. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and find me on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Instagram, and TikTok, all at /Falcon Paladin, all that great stuff. And if you don't want to watch me do this, you don't have to. You can skip to the end. It's YouTube. You don't have to watch me do anything. Yeah, so the Mutas came in and wiped out the cannons. Great. There is a shuttle up here with a High Templar in it from Light. That's pretty scary stuff. There's a Wraith. We saw that earlier. Does this one Mutalisk kill this entire Nexus by himself? Dude, this was one heck of a game for single Mutalisks killing entire hundreds of hit points buildings by themselves. Like, a Nexus is over 1,000 hit points. Like 1,500 hit points. What the heck? Okay. And what killed this base? That's what I would like to know. Looks like there's another shuttle coming over here with 4 Zealots in it. Muta versus Wraith. Squishy versus Squishy. Ah, but the Storm kills them both. Okay, and then some Zealots unload and wipe the Nexus out way faster than one Mutalisk ever could. And then the shuttle comes over here. There's only anti-air defense. No defense against Zealots, it turns out. Ooh, loses the shuttle, but all 4 Zealots unload, and these guys, there's nowhere to go. You can't pull them away anywhere. There's nowhere to run. There's no high ground to escape to. Okay, that's it. That's all I wanted to know. It was just Light carrying. And then these Mutas came in to be like, we helped. You did. You did, Mong. If you watch this, I don't want to. I'm not trying to kill you too badly here. I just. What a match. That was fun. So yeah, Light off-racing his Protoss. That's the lesson of today. That's all there is. All there is to it. 156,000 points for Light. 128 for Piano. 92 for Mong. And only 79 for a Protossing Soulkey because he got locked inside his main base on Troy because Troy is stupid. All right, that's what happened there. Goodness. Oregon produced the most units, lost the most units. Light killed the most units and produced the second most units. Good cost efficiency on that kill-death ratio from Light. Buildings got raised and buildings that got lost, and especially those 2 assimilators that didn't belong to anybody but really, really hurt Soulkey immensely. And Light outspent everybody by a wide margin with Soulkey in last place because, again, the shenanigans of Troy. All right, that's a GG, man. That is a absolutely fantastic, fantastic showing. And that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. A 2v2 on Troy with pro players, some off-racing going on hilariously. And that's going to be it for me. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, and TikTok, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.